Welcome in, everyone. I'm SquishableMoon, your shooting star, worm on a string enthusiast with a ranch addiction and fewer brain cells than the common garden snail. And welcome back to my channel. By now, we have all probably understand that AI is problematic and not good, mainly because AI art is usually trained off of artists' artwork that aren't consenting to have their art used to train AI bots. And I could go on and on and on and on and on about why AI art is bad, why it's really harmful, why it could destroy the artist field as we know it. But I could also go on about the other side of why AI could potentially be seen as a helpful tool and how it could help artists in the future with their artwork. However, currently AI is more of a hindrance than a good tool to be used, but today we are only going to be talking about AI adoptables and none of the other AI stuff that goes with it. If you haven't been living under a rock, you have probably seen people use AI for a buttload of things, but I have seen a lot of people use AI for adoptables, not only on Facebook where I post most of my art, but also really prevalently on DeviantArt. Now, I have never really been a DeviantArt user. It really wasn't a thing when I was younger. However, I do post some of my art there. But as soon as AI art became really prevalent, especially in 2020 when people were staying at home, I feel like AI adopts have become very well spread, and people aren't just hiding that these are AI adoptables. Some people are blatantly selling them as AI adopts, especially on DeviantArt where you can search for thousands of adopts under that tag. With that being said, I have seen no small influx of people saying, well, I can just steal AI adopts and make my own based off of them. And I can see why people would think stealing from AI adopts would be a good thing, because you're basically stealing from somebody who stole something. But you have to remember at the same time, you are stealing from something that has been stolen from other people's works. So while I think that taking inspiration from AI adoptables or AI in general is okay, it is very important that you use it only as an inspiration and you are not taking the full design or full art piece of AI. You don't want to take the full picture, you don't want to take the full adopt design, because you never know how much AI is taking from one person's art or what exactly that AI has stolen from other people. So it's important to only take inspiration. But what do people think about stealing AI adopts? Is it good? Is it bad? What exactly is the line on AI? Well, I found this post by Mimp, sorry if I mispronounced your name, on Toy House asking, so like, I don't know if this is a big thing or not, but I've seen some TikTok videos and a Toy House account. So basically people are just screenshotting AI adopts on DA and stuff and just claiming them, since AI isn't real art, is the term I think they use. I don't support AI art at all, and I just wanted to see y'all's opinions on it. Project says, I feel it's definitely okay. AI adopts are owned by nobody, so therefore it's not stealing in the slightest. I do personally think it's best if the adopt is stolen and then redesigned, redone in a new artist style. That way it's not completely done through the theft of other artists' work and style. It still has the issue of being AI generated and stealing off other artists, but it's like stealing something back from someone who stole it. Amber says, no, just no, it's still theft regardless. Sure, it doesn't belong to anyone is an excuse people make, but really don't. It's still theft. If it doesn't belong to you and you take it, it's still theft, period. Just block them and move on. Stop giving people who utilize AI to such an extent any sort of attention. It's why they keep going, because they are getting the attention. Theft is theft, period. Funny Stitch says, I think it's fine to use as a reference to create and draw your own design. Straight up using the AI image is a no-no though. Holy Crackers says, it depends. AI adopts are usually made up by others' work and combined into one drawing. Ball says, it punishes whoever ends up buying the design rather than punishing the creator. I don't know how easy it is to generate consistent pictures of the same character, so they might also be putting at least a bit of effort into making those turnarounds. I think buying AI generated characters is extremely silly since the AI has no clue how to create cohesive, functional designs, and will often add a random sleeve or fuse the shirt and the jacket into one piece of clothing, or have one shoe on one foot and then on the other. There are also just no love or passion put into it. It's just a mass-produced garbage made for the creator to gain as much money as possible. However, the concept is so popular now that nothing is going to make them stop. So again, I think it's just the way of punishing those who buy them, but maybe that's the point, I don't know. Cowgirl says, doesn't this create the problem of multiple people having the same design if multiple people choose to steal the same adopt? I don't know if an actual formulated opinion on this, but that's really the main question that comes down to my mind for me. I don't mind using them as reference material for a concept, but not too unlike the concept of photo bashing or creating a Pinterest board when it comes to generating and starting an idea. But again, seconding the above, the buying them is a bit silly, and the AI tends to make nonsensical outfits. I'd err on the side of copying them one-to-one, but form a technical character theft for the buyer, especially if the buyer is commissioned the design, any future art, or draws more than human version of the design themselves later. But I also agree that the AI art itself can often be derivative or maybe other artists. This can especially be seen when an AI is fed a particular artist's work as seed and is now one-to-one replicating it. Personally, I don't feel bad overdoing it, as it feels like reclaiming what was stolen in a sense, but I make an effort to generate my own ideas based off of them as I would like other art. I would not be comfortable using them exactly as is for reasons already stated in this thread. Kawaii Marshmallow Kit says, copying the design or using the image itself is definitely not a good idea, but if someone wanted to steal the design by redesigning it into a new non-AI generated character, I'd say that's fine, since you're just taking some inspiration rather than full-on copying. Chloe Noir says, I don't think it's okay. Illegal or not, the thieves won't in the end screw over the ones that sell the adopts, but the ones that pay for the design. The ones I saw selling AI adopts gave them usually for dirt cheap, or a lot of the times even free, and didn't want credit because they know they aren't the ones who made them and don't claim them as their own. I think as long as the sellers are completely transparent that it's AI design, it's up to the person to buy it or ignore it. Yeah, use of AI is still questionable at all, but honestly, if it's not like we can stop it at this point, getting inspired by some AI design is in my opinion kind of okay, but to just steal the whole design just because it's AI is definitely unfair, especially to the buyer. I definitely think the bigger problem are the ones that claim AI art as their own or pretend they drew it despite it being AI. I came across someone offering commissions and they had some examples that were clearly AI generated, and that's just a scam. Or the people who sell AI art or prints for really high prices despite them not being the artists. That Furry Band Kid says, I hate AI art, especially AI adopts, because you don't put any effort into it. However, I use AI to give me colors to pick from, or sometimes if I'm having trouble drawing something from a different perspective, I might use it to get an idea of how that would work, so to speak. TLDR, AI art is stupid, but only useful as referencing ideas, especially for art block. J-Tech says, I mean, the issue isn't necessarily just the people that are claiming the AI itself as somewhat their own. It's that the AI art comes from work that they didn't have permission to train the AI on. The piece might just be a straight rip-off of art of the person posting AI adopts. Doesn't have permission to use. Like, I don't care that someone didn't get paid for typing in keywords. They shouldn't be. The issue itself is art itself is being unethically and potentially straight up ripped off of other people's designs and work. And if you screenshot and steal it, you are also stealing from the original artist, whether you know it or not. I think this trend comes from people saving NFTs because the people who bought them had no idea what they were buying, and people are replicating this because no one owns AI generated images, but it's really not the same thing. There's actually someone who is directly affected down the line, not just some dude who spent too much money on a blockchain token that get their feelings hurt when you save a JPEG slapped on a said token. Cosmine says, I don't get people who steal AI adopts. Like, regardless of how you got the AI design, buying, stealing, making it yourself, and use it as inspo, why would you want to own anything that has to do with AI, to be honest? Stealing something that's stolen is such a weird concept to me, says by Fish Eggs. Fish Egg says, stealing something that's stolen is such a weird concept to me. And another thing is someone who originally owned it took it back, but that's not the case here. The people who do these things make it seem like they're doing a service to the community by doing this, and I don't really see how it does. Good for you, you don't support AI, and you gain a character that's a mismatch of other people's stolen work. It's just a dumb trend disguised as a movement, expressing your opinion through radical actions such that all of the people that agree with your opinion automatically support whenever you're doing to make that point. It's ridiculous. There are much better ways to discredit AI art than to steal it back. So, is stealing AI art adopts good or bad? I think it is a gray area. Obviously, you do not want to steal something that was stolen from somebody else, that is a mishmash of other people's characters, art, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. That could just be a straight up ripoff of somebody else's character. However, in my opinion, I think it's okay to use AI adopts as a starting point, as a reference, sort of like making a collage on Pinterest, though I think it would be better if you did make a collage on Pinterest than using a referenced AI adopt, but I see it as basically taking inspiration from any other character you see online. Whether you like to admit it or not, we all take inspiration from other people's characters from time to time. We see a character out there and we're like, that is a cute freaking character. I want that character to be mine, but obviously I can't have it, so I have to make my own. So if you're going to be out there, I wouldn't recommend just screenshotting some AI adopt and using it, because at the end of the day, that is still an AI adopt that was stolen from somebody else. However, if you're going to take the AI adopt and redesign it and make it into something completely new, I think that has a better leg to stand on and may be a little bit okay. But what do you guys think? Do you think stealing AI adopts and making your own based off of them is okay? What about selling said adopts based off of AI adopts? Would that be okay? Where exactly is the line and how do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and ring that bell notification. And just a little heads up, I am taking commissions on VGen now. I really hope that I can get some commissions. I really want to get better at art and I want to draw people's characters. So yep, let's do it. It's gonna be so fun. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I hope all your dreams come true. Bye bye.